Leadership to me means setting an example. I think, in sort of current parlance, walking the talk. You can say lots of things and things that are important and things that are good, but unless you are actually living and demonstrating those same things, you're not, in my opinion, demonstrating leadership.
Leadership means to me is to be able to make a change for the better in this world and to be able to mobilize people, organizations to get there with you. That's what it means to me.
Let me start from a slightly different angle. If you're going to have a successful organization, whether that be in business or government or indeed in academia, you have to have a leader that encourages internal discussion and debate. If you will, the decision table in the organization has to be one in which those at the table bring to bear their expertise and so on in the best possible way. And the leader has to be able to accept or listen to what they're saying, number one. Secondly, also have a degree of, I don't know what the right word is, humility, to not put themselves front and center and hence choke off the discussion that takes place.
I think I'd probably break away a little bit from what my colleagues or former colleagues would say. I never questioned myself about leadership. I never thought about who I was as leader until I was stood up and sort of given a time out. I always felt I had what I needed to be a leader no matter what level I was at, from the time I was an EC5 to the time I was a deputy. And all the way through, it was a question of taking the space that was provided to you and working in that space to bring people together to find solutions to problems. And for me, that was leadership.
Well, leadership primarily for me meant creating the environment that the people working for you could do more than if you weren't there. Because in the end, if you're a leader of a large organization, not only can you not do all the jobs, you're not competent to do a lot of the jobs and people, certainly of transport. Nobody cared whether I thought a plane should fly, but we cared whether the GG civilization and should care. So you want to make sure that that person and the other people can actually do the best job possible. Now, can you do everything? No, but you have a role as a leader in making sure the organization facilitates good decision-making and good acting by all the people that have key jobs under you, which is most of the people there.
Leadership means to me being the best example that you can be to enable others to be successful, to achieve a wider goal.
It means doing difficult things. It means taking difficult decisions at times. Leadership is not easy and it's not always fun, but it is hugely rewarding to have the opportunity to lead and find that people are interested in or willing to follow you.
What I think of as being a strong leader is that you are sufficiently open, you listen well enough, you don't always put yourself in the play quite too early, if you will. The leader is going to have to make a decision at the end, but you want the decision to be made that two things, that you avoid mistakes, but secondly, that you bring your troops along with you. Right? And I would say that's no different in the public sector than it is in the private sector.
But leadership also means taking charge. Leadership also means not taking charge. Leadership can be caring. Leadership could be being tough in the face of difficult situations. It can be many, many things. But the bottom line is you try to bring positive change and in the end, help Canada to do whatever it needs to do. And so that's what it means to me.